Cloudy. And it's Cloudy, welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't check out my last video, you should be checking out my past videos. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Every upcoming DC Studios movie and show coming in 2025, between 2025 and 2027. Superman, Supergirl, Green Lantern, all that.
Thank you to WB Games for sponsoring this video. More on them in a bit. Well, Superman has officially kickstarted the new DC universe. If you have seen Superman, please go ahead and let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let us know. But regardless of how you felt, this is the official beginning of the new DC universe. And currently, right now, as I make this video, it sits at an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes for the tomato meter and a 95% for the popcorn meter, the verified audience score. So it looks like...
Bro, that's good, bro. So it look like James Gunn took his talents to DC and he's still putting up 30 points a game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he made the Batman movie. If he did, I'm gonna be honest, bro. That was one of the ones I really didn't like. You know what I'm saying? But if he didn't make it, there you go. He should have made it.
The new universe has the momentum that it needs to continue, which begs the question, what comes next? What is the full slate for DC? Well, in this video, we'll break down all upcoming DC movies and shows so you know exactly what's coming next. So Superman kicked it off. The next project that we are getting is the Peacemaker Season 2 show. This is coming out in August 2025, so next month. According to reports from Deadline, the new season will take place after the events of Superman. And if you've seen Superman, this does make sense. And Peacemaker is canon to this new DCU. And it looks like from the trailer that we've seen already for season 2, they might be exploring the multiverse a little bit, which would be on par with...
So they're gonna do the multiverse in DC too? How would that work in DC? I always thought in DC it was just all one universe. Unless this is where the mashup between Marvel and DC is going to happen with these multiverse things, which honestly would make sense, bro. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a DC character in one of the Avengers movies, bro. If I'm being real, maybe the DC shows and stuff that's going to come out before the Avengers Secret Wars, I'll just say that one. Maybe they going to kind of link to where some of these characters are going to be able to cross over through the multiverse and help out or something like that in Avengers Secret Wars. You know, that's supposed to be a big fight where all the heroes supposed to be against Dr. Doom type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping DC is going to be in there, but it might not be. But if they say they're going to explore the multiverse, I'm thinking this means a mashup of Marvel is about to come, bro. You know what I mean? Which I'm excited for, bro. And I hope we get flashback, bro. And specifically, the Barry Allen that I'm talking about. I forgot his real name, so I'm gonna just put this thing up. I really hope we get flashback, bro. I really do.
Some of the sci-fi elements that we saw in Superman. Now, the next project, we're actually unsure of what comes next after Peacemaker because it could be the Lanterns TV series. It does not have an official release date yet, but it is set for sometime in 2026. Now, we were just introduced to one Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, in Superman, and I gotta say he was excellent. But now we are getting two new ones, two iconic ones. We are getting Hal Jordan and John Stewart, played by Kyle Chandler. And
y'all ain't know one of my favorite DC characters is Green Lantern, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard this show was coming out, bro, I was excited. They didn't give us no release date. You know what I mean? But I thought this was probably going to be after Superman. Once I heard Superman was coming out, I thought Supergirl was probably going to come out right after. And then after they was going to do the Green Lantern stuff. And then they was going to build back into the Batman. Well, before Green Lantern, they was going to put another Batman movie out. And then the Green Lantern stuff. That's how I kind of thought it was probably going to go. But it seemed like they want the Green Lantern stuff to already come out, bro. Especially because they already working on it. So they probably like, bro, it's been a minute since we had Green Lantern on screen, for real. You know what I'm saying? The way everybody's excited about from the Superman movie, they might even bump up the release date due to how everybody feel about the Green Lantern and the Superman movie.
Aaron
I ain't
Pierre,
see it yet. Don't
respectively.
spoil
The
it.
show is expected to wrap filming soon, and once they wrap filming, they'll probably have a better idea of when exactly they want to release it. So it could come before
thinking
Supergirl,
Christmas.
but it also could come after. And we'll talk about Supergirl and Batman next, but first,
Yeah,
this
see,
video
look,
is
bro, I
sponsored
knew
by
it.
WB Games, and if you're a DC fan like me, get ready. DC Worlds Collide is a brand new, free-to-play, squad-based RPG that lets you build your dream team of heroes and villains. And in celebration of the upcoming movie
I'm gonna
and
play it through.
inspired by his latest appearance, Superman
Here's
is the
the
first
ad,
character to join the roster in DC Worlds Collide. He's available in-game now with Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Crypto arriving later this summer. One of my favorite
I really
things,
wanna watch the movie to
rotating
see how
boss
Crypto-
battles and intense
how
squad
Crypto
showdowns.
is, bro. I ain't
15
gonna lie.
heroes, best of 3 in the Elite Arena. It's deep, competitive, and super fun. So don't wait. Download DC Worlds Collide right now using the link below or the QR code right here. Squad up, power up, and show them what heroes are made of. Thanks again to WB Games.
I think one of the best powers in DC, bro, is Green Lantern's
2026.
powers, bro.
Supergirl is the cousin
His
of
Aquaman.
Superman, and according to James Gunn, it is no longer called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, but simply
Is the
just
Blue Beetle in
Supergirl.
DC?
And this is what James Gunn has
DC or
told us
Marvel?
about the movie. He said, "We see the difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he's an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock chip off of Krypton and watched everyone around her die and be killed in terrible ways for the first 14 years of her life," which is pretty intense.
Damn.
So that has a set release date.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Her movie or TV show might be one of the best ones. Because you know she's gonna be coming to Earth to look for to look for her cousin. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I always see it happening. Like from when I seen the Supergirl show, you know, when I seen Smallville, they always come find him. You know, so I feel like that might end up happening, but she might have a reason to go like, oh, I'm coming to you because you're the only family I got left, type shit. You know what I mean? But she might be. The reason why I say she might have the best stories, bro, because she might be more savage due to the fact she's seen everybody in her hometown pass away. You know what I'm saying? So she might be more savage, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I mess with
For
that.
June 26th, 2026. Then after that, in a move
That's
that
what
was kind of out of left field for a lot of people, James Gunn announced a Clayface movie, and this has a release date for September 11th, 2026. DC is
what that gonna
going
be like.
fully in on a Clayface movie, one of Batman's most famous foes, in what is being described as a body horror movie. At this point in time, not much is really known about the film, but it is being written by Mike Flanagan, and director James Watkins is in talks to direct right now. Not confirmed yet, but in talks. Then
Bro, that's big news. Bro, did I hear that right?
Honey,
Wait, what?
with COVID-19,
after Clayface, we have Batman.
Hold on, bro.
Action
You're not
right
gonna
now.
let that just slide.
Horror
My bad,
movie.
y'all.
At this point in time, not much is really known about the film, but it is being written by Mike Flanagan, and director James Watkins is in talks to direct right now. Not confirmed yet, but in talks. Then after
Oh, he
Clayface,
said James
we have
Watkins. I thought he
Batman.
said-
Actually,
Bro,
two
I thought he was talking
different
about the
Batman
director for
projects. The
Conjuring
Batman 2 and The Brave and the Bold.
James
And according to
Gunn.
James
James
Gunn,
Gunn.
something he said very recently, as he was doing all of
Something
the
like that.
big magazine interviews for the promotion of Superman, he
Hey,
said that the
hey.
most important things
Hey, I heard Randy Orton want to play Batman, dog. James Gunn, bro. Think about it. I'm not gonna. A lot of people may be like, nah, he ain't. You know, bro. I really want to see Batman RKO somebody off a building, bro. Let Randy Orton play Batman, bro. I saw it on a tweet or something like that. Please let him do test screenings, like like let him put on the suit and do a couple scenes just so y'all can kind of see what he would look like, playing Batman, and then release it to the public so we can see it too. And but release it to where you already edited the scene and all that stuff so we could see it kind of like a real movie kind of trailer or something. You know what I'm saying? Then be like, do y'all think Randy Orton should play Batman? You gotta make sure he RKO somebody in that trailer, bro. That's very important. It'll be dope,
Supergirl,
especially because the
Batman,
fighting and stuff will
and
be
Wonder
better, I would
Woman
think, too.
moving forward. So
'Cause they
Batman
already
and
used to
Wonder
all
Woman,
that.
who we'll talk about in just a bit, are very important moving forward. But the next movie is going to be the Batman 2. That currently has a release date for October 1st, 2027.
Is bro gonna stay Batman?
This is going to be an Elseworlds project, meaning it does not take place in the new DC universe. So the new Superman movie that we got, this is not the new Batman for that universe. They introduced a lot of characters in
So we getting that. Okay, this is why I saw that tweet. They still looking for a Batman. Who's front running for Batman right now? Like who they top five? Who they top five that they got for Batman right now? I'm trying to think like who should play Batman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put it down in the comments below who y'all think should play Batman, bro. Because I ain't really got too many people with Randy Orton in my head right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because I really want to see Batman RKO somebody. You know what I'm saying,
that universe.
Put it down in
Batman
the comments
is
y'all
in
think
that
should play
universe,
Batman.
but it is
If it
not
ain't gonna
Robert
be,
Pattinson's
Robert
Batman.
Pattinson.
We'll get a new one in The Brave and the Bold for that.
Pattinson.
This
I said
is a
Pattinson.
sequel to The Batman, and Matt Reeves has just announced that he has finished the script for it. So James Gunn is going to read that and the script for Batman, The Brave and the Bold
Oh, so the
very
script is
soon,
done
as he
already.
recently stated. And during the
Man,
Superman
I like how DC moving along, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. DC been doing very good when it comes to TV shows and stuff, bro. Y'all keep it up, bro. And now y'all got James Gunn over. Yep.
interviews, James Gunn did clarify that despite some speculation and rumors, the Batman 2
Is it
is
James
not
Gunn or
canceled
Gunn,
and in
bro?
fact
I've
is
been
going
hearing
to
two
be a
different-
very important movie. But then we have the Batman, The Brave and the Bold. This movie
I'm
will
gonna call you
introduce
Mr.
our
Gunn,
new
bro.
Batman and our Robin. It's going to follow Batman and his son Damian Wayne as Robin. And this will be the
Ooh.
first time this has been done since the 1997 cult classic.
This is when they had the Penguin and Mr. Freak. What was his name? Mr. Freak. Was this one where Arnold's? Bro, there was a Batman because I used to watch the Batman stuff a lot with Mr. Penguin stuff back then. When I think Arnold Schwarzenegger he was playing like the Iceman, Mr. Iceman, or I forgot what his name was, but he was playing the villain. And then you had the little short guy, big guy playing the bro. Are they finna, bro, this is gonna be so dope to see the story of the son growing up under Batman, bro. This is what we needed, bro. Mr. Gunn is doing his thing, bro. And I'm very excited for these ideas, bro. And one thing I can say, bro, I haven't seen DC ever say they're gonna do a project and then they just either they delay it or they completely scratch it. Like I've only seen Marvel do that, but I haven't seen DC do that yet. Now, granted, I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I don't see everything. I'm only human, you know what I'm saying? I don't see everything. So y'all can't let me know if they ever done that before, but I don't think they ever done that before. That's why I'm more excited when DC say they finna do something, because I've never seen them delay anything or scratch anything. So whenever they give an idea, I'm like, oh yeah, they for sure gonna jump on it. You know what I mean? So this got me excited, bro. I hope they show him being a kid, training and stuff, and growing up, and becoming Nightwing or becoming the older version of Robin, whichever son they decide to put in there. I don't even care, bro. I just want to see it happen, because they even got video games, not to where they're kids, but to where, the kids, of Batman, they end up running the city and pretty much being the Batman. You know what I mean? So I really hope they come to that conclusion for live action, to where all his kids pop up on the screen, bro. That should be fun.
George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell.
That would
James
be
Gunn
so
said,
fire,
it's a
bro.
strange father and son story about the two of them, and based on Grant
gonna play
Morrison's
Robin?
run of the Bat.
You know who I think should play Robin? I'm gonna just say right now, the young kid Robin. I think old boy who played Aang in the live action Avatar, Last Airbender movie, he should play Robin. I forgot. I think his name is Daniel Cormier or something like that. I'm gonna put a picture up of bro. I think he should play Robin.
Batman. We haven't heard any official news about who the next Batman could be, but James Gunn did confirm that Andy Muschietti is going to be the director for the film. The movie
Oh,
does not have an official release date
I
yet,
thought that was gonna
and
be
the rest
Batman.
of the
Oh, that's a
movies
crazy
and
name.
shows that we'll talk about in this video have been confirmed by James Gunn, but do not have official release dates yet. So next up is Wonder Woman. Again, James
And
Gunn
Mr.
said
Goon we
out of the
trust.
4 characters that they're really
Oh, I forgot
focusing
about
on
Wonder
right
Woman.
now, Wonder
They
Woman is
recasted
one
her
of them,
too,
stating Superman, Supergirl,
right?
Batman, and Wonder Woman are the priorities. And for those wondering if Gal Gadot is going to return for the role, no. Much like they recast Henry Cavill as Superman with David Corenswet, they will recast Wonder Woman. Not much is
I really want to see Shazam too, bro. Shazam was one of my favorite DC movies. Damn. It was one of my favorite DC movies because it was funny and it had a little bit of seriousness. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know me. I be smoking the weed and all that shit. So all the colors and stuff in the movie really made a difference for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? I really hope Shazam get a little bit more. I really wish there was a Shazam 3. Like I really feel like they could have gave us a Shazam 3 because the entire family, I think now, have the powers of the wizard. You know what I'm saying? So bro, they should do a Shazam 3. Why haven't we got that, bro? And who is Shazam supposed to be if he was in Marvel? You know how like Marvel DC the characters are like the mirror image of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like Aquaman for DC, and then Namor for Marvel, Superman for DC, and then Sentry for Marvel. You know, so who would that be for Shazam?
known about the movie right now, but again, James Gunn
Let
said
me
it
know
was
in the
going to be
comments.
very important, and he did confirm very recently that the movie is being written right now. So they are very actively working on this, which means we could get this within a couple of years. They also are working
Bro,
on a
James
Paradise
Gunn
Lost show. According to
is
James
in the
Gunn, this is
gym,
going
bro.
to be a Game of Thrones-esque series about
Bro, how many stories is he writing at a time right now? I could have swore I heard like 3 or 4.
the Amazons and Wonder Woman's home, the Mascara. While James Gunn did not say much about
Wonder
it, he
Woman
did
was low-key
say
a good
the story is
a
going to
good movie.
feature all the darkness and drama
It was
and
long,
political
but
intrigue you
I
can
liked it.
imagine goes on
It was
within
solid.
a society of only women. And it will answer the questions of how did this society of women come about? What does it mean? What are their politics like? What are their rules?
I'm gonna be honest. What I really like about DC too is they do refer to the gods like Zeus, Poseidon, and all them. They kind of draw a little bit from them too, like from Wonder Woman's story, you know, which will also mean they, in some type of way, are a part of DC's universe. You know what I'm saying? Because they created the Amazon females. You know what I mean? So, because you know, if y'all know me, y'all been over here long enough, or y'all know me personally. You know what I'm saying? Y'all over here peeping on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not saying what's up. Y'all know I like Poseidon, bro. That's my favorite Greek god. It's Poseidon, bro. Because you know I love the water power stuff like that. Just like when it comes to Marvel, one of my favorite characters is Iceman, bro, because he got the power of, you know, Aquaman, and I like them too. But yeah, I like it, bro. I really love DC, bro. I can talk about DC for a cool minute because, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. DC is a little bit easier to understand than Marvel because Marvel has so many different planets and universes and stuff, bro. It don't even make sense. And bro, I told y'all the next time we do a Marvel video, when we do like when we talk about different universes, I'm gonna have a different, you know, it's gonna be Earth A, Earth B, Earth, you know, I told y'all I'm gonna do that. I might not, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Earths, you know, but it's a lot more complicated and complex than DC. At least for me, it is, you
in
know.
charge? What
It's a
are
lot
all
more
the games they
complex.
play with each
But I
other to
always thought
get to
DC
the
and
top?
Marvel
And
was
in a recent
one
interview,
thing
when asked
ever since
about
I was
this,
a kid,
James
bro.
Gunn said it's slowly moving, but it's moving.
Do you think this candle will cover up?
Then we have a Teen Titans movie. Now, not much is really known about this
James, bro. I just told y'all whenever they announce that they doing something, I fully believe it's really gonna happen because I've never seen them delay nothing, and I've never seen them scratch nothing. You know what I'm saying? I probably did see them delay something. I just don't remember. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, y'all can let me know in the comments because I don't see everything. I'm only here. But bro, that's like 6, 7 different projects already, bro. James Gunn is in there working. Bro, I wouldn't even be mad if you wasn't doing this all these things, because you know you getting older, you know what I'm saying, you OG, you get into the OG stage, you know what I'm saying, respect. So I'll be like, yo, give him some time, you know what I'm saying, he gotta enjoy his life a little bit, he gotta, you know. I hope he going home, bro, because bro, if he working on all these projects, bro, it's no way in my head, it's no way my girlfriend getting any of my attention, bro. I got too much to work on. He figured it out, you know what I'm saying? He figured, unless his girl probably even help him on it. This is a lot of projects to deal with, and at the same time, still got a family to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's like, well, keep your work at work, and when you come home, you come home. But this is a lot of projects to put. Where I'm thinking, bro, not going home. He's sleeping. He's sleeping in there, bro. He's sleeping on the floor in his office. That's what it seemed like, bro. But I'm excited for it. You know what I'm saying? James Gunn is probably the best thing that's ever happened in DC, bro.
Movie at the time, but per the Hollywood Reporter, the project is being
Granted, they
written
probably
by
had these
Anna
ideas already.
Nogueira, who is also the
But they didn't
person
stop
who was
popping
behind the
off
script
like
for
this until James
Supergirl,
Gunn
Woman
got
of
in.
Tomorrow. So for those Teen Titans fans, we'll have to wait a little bit, but we are going to be getting a movie. We'll also be getting a Swamp Thing movie.
Kid Flash
Again,
and
James
stuff,
Gunn
too.
hasn't revealed much, but we do know
Where's
it's
that
going to
Wally?
be an origin story.
No,
It's
that's
going to
Kid
be
Flash.
tonally darker than the other DC projects, and we know that James Mangold is directing, and although the film will be inside the DCU, it's not going to have super strong ties to the wider DCU. So not quite an Elseworlds movie, but it's not going to really tie into the overall story of the DC universe that much. Another movie from DC Studios we're getting is The Authority, which will see Wildstorm characters join the DC.
Mr. Gunn, bro, go home. Take like a week or two off, bro. You deserve it, dog. You know? You deserve it, bro. Enjoy the fruits of your labor from Superman, bro. You deserve it. You know, you OG status now, bro. I'm just telling you, got the white hair. You OG status, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with being OG status. You know what I'm saying? That means you succeeded. You got there. You know what I'm saying? Be OG, man. Just put the pencil down. You know what I'm saying? Turn the computer off. You know, this is a lot, bro. This is a lot. It really got me thinking. Why is he like, bro? Are you going home, bro? You going home? Are you seeing your wife, bro? You know. No disrespect to none of that, but I'm just saying, bro, this is a lot of work, bro. Bro is not going home, bro. I'm telling you, bro is living like a firefighter right now. He only go home every once in a while, you know, but most of the time he at the spot until he get caught up, you know. And shout out to my firefighters too, because I know that's a crazy job to deal with. You never at home, you pretty much at the firehouse until you get caught up. You only get like, I forgot how it go, but they be at the firehouse until they get caught up, because you know they gotta be there. You know, they gotta be on timing, you know. James Gunn is having that same experience right now. Bro is in there working, bro. He is working out, bro.
They'll be taking matters into their own hands to do what they believe is
Bro's
right,
in there working
per the
on that
official
jumper,
synopsis.
bro.
This one, however, is
right
probably a ways away, as James Gunn has said that he's put it on the back burner for now. Now we'll also be getting a animated dynamic duo movie. And this is reportedly in pre-production right now. In this movie, we'll see two Robins who fought alongside Batman, Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, and they tell the two's origin stories. Not much has been said about the movie, but it's being marketed as a starting point for families trying to get into the dark world of Gotham. So you can probably expect some lighthearted
Marvel, bro.
Then we have the Booster Gold series, which we did get an update on recently. James Gunn described Booster Gold as the living embodiment of imposter syndrome. And in February of this year, 2025, Peter Safran said, we
gotta get the definition so y'all know exactly what it is. The persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own effort or skills. So pretty much somebody who believes they should be something even though they really shouldn't be. That's kind of messed up.
Of Booster Gold, there
Ain't
was
that
a
delusion?
particular showrunner / creator
That's pretty much
we
what
were
it
waiting
is,
on who expressed interest. We
But that's
waited
like
a
speaking
really
into
long
existence.
time. Ultimately,
So wait, hold on, bro. This might be a little like messing right here. Hold on, bro. Because you know they say you gotta really believe in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak it into existence, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Which is all in if we be honest, is they all fall under delusion. You know what I'm saying? Some sort of way. You feel me? So is imposter syndrome and at some point in life needed if you want to be successful? That's really something to think about right there, bro. I'm telling you. You know
out of love. We pivoted. It's still one that's important to us. It's moving forward with somebody else. So Booster Gold
Who's the
is still
colorful guy
happening.
over there,
And
bro?
apparently a Waller series is still happening as well. It was originally supposed
It's
to come
from,
out before
Suicide
Peacemaker
Squad, right?
Season 2. However, after the Hollywood strikes and such, they pushed it back and moved it around. However, the end of Peacemaker Season 1 ended, revealing that Amanda Waller had a role in Task Force X. And although there is no release date yet, the show is still in development. And last but not least,
I gotta
we're
watch
going to
Peacemaker.
be getting 4 animated
Blue
series.
Beetle.
A Blue Beetle animated series spinoff, which will be a
Y'all already know my boy, the All Valley champ, is Blue Beetle. Bro, I love Blue. So he is DC. Okay. Bro, I love this movie, bro. Especially, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a little biased because the All Valley champ was Blue Beetle, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little biased, you know, and that's what made me want to watch it, really. It's because the All Valley champ was Blue Beetle, bro. I'm just being honest. That's what really made me want to watch it. But now I also know bro is probably going to be the best fighter, the best superhero fighter, bro. Real talk. He might be the best superhero fighter, bro. Other than Shang-Chi and Iron Fist.
continuation of the 2023 live-action Blue Beetle film.
But
The
they
next
not
one
a part
is
of
My
DC though.
Adventures with Green Lantern animated show. It'll follow the life of teen Jessica Cruz after a Green Lantern power ring falls from the sky and chooses her to be its new champion. However, it comes with some
That shit just
baggage
fall
as
like
the
rain,
Lantern
bro.
War also comes to Earth as well as some of their alien enemies. The next one is DC Superpowers, an animated series that will take place at the Alliance School for Heroes, and it will focus on new students Lightning, Flash, Plastic Man, Aquagirl, Green Lantern, and Terra, who work to increase their powers and become the next generation of crime fighters. And then we have the Starfire Show, an anime
Ain't that what's happening? Wasn't that happening in the Arrow and Flash show? Like when they was doing a little crossover, they was pretty much building the team. The Flash, Arrow, I want to call boy Hellfire over there. The one who had to merge with the old dude. You know what I'm saying? The black kid and the old dude when they merged together. Them. You know what I'm saying? Diggles. What is Diggles supposed to be? That's what I'm. Who is Diggles supposed to be? Is he supposed to be like the Punisher of DC? I don't know, bro, but weren't they already building a team in those two shows?
series focusing on the origin story of the iconic Teen Titan. The show will follow her adventures after she finds a spaceship on her home planet of Tamaran. She will use that ship to explore the stars. And that is everything announced from DC
Is that
Studios
before she
at
meet the
this
Teen
time.
Titans?
Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments down below. And
To be honest, I think what I'm most excited for is the Batman and his son movie, bro. That's probably the most exciting thing, bro. That's going to be cinema. I'm telling you right now, bro. When that movie drop, absolute cinema, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That movie is gonna be so crazy. I really want to see how he raised his son, live action, and everything. I want to see all the training he go through, etc. I want to see what the mom go. I want to see all that. You know what I mean? We know James Gunn is very good at making long superhero movies. You know what I'm saying? So we know he's gonna probably make a really long script for that Batman, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Robin. You know what I'm saying? Is the first son? Was he the first son you had, Robin, or was it Nightwing? I don't know, but we know it's gonna be him and his son, bro. And I trust James Gunn, Mr. Gunn. You know what I'm saying? I trust him to really make another art piece, bro, like he did with the Guardians of the Galaxy and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know which one y'all excited for the most, and y'all also let me know, has DC ever delayed and or canceled projects before, like Marvel be doing? Let me know, bro. And no shade of Marvel, I love both of y'all because I honestly thought Marvel and DC was the exact same thing. It was just the darker side. I always thought DC